Hi friends, welcome to the Whole Wellness Mama Summit. And today we're talking about the One Thrive Command Centers because we're doing giveaways because these are amazing and I truly think this tool will change your life and make your family's life more organized and more manageable. This is how I use it. We'll talk to Brett from One Thrive about all the different ways other people use it, but this is my one-stop shop for the family. This is our month. We put all the big events on here. I don't like to show my entire calendar just because there are personal work and all kinds of stuff on there, but this is where we put all of our stuff. And I like to use different colors for different people, like blue is for the kids, pink is usually for me. If there's a family thing, I like to put it in yellow, all that kind of stuff. I love color coordinating. And so this is great for that. There's also some fun ones. There's some kid packs. So there's like a look what I did, but this is for the summit. This is March. And so this was my goals of when I wanted to get my interviews done, when I wanted to have stuff edited, when I wanted to have things ready so that for those of you that have upgraded, I could have things early, all of that. It just keeps things in one place. It keeps things in one place. This is where the kids' Japanese homework stuff goes, or if they need me to sign off on something, they put stuff here. If they need me to see something or they want to remind me of something, people can write stuff here. It's just where a lot of our information goes. And if people are wondering, oh, what time is basketball? Come look at the calendar. It is where we write things down. I transfer things from my own calendar, all of that. This should be the place we have things. And let me tell you, it is a life changer to have things in one place that people can look at and be on the same page. Does this replace weekly planning? No, but this is the big picture month. What do we have this month? What do we need to say yes to? What do we need to say no to? All of that, look here. Now let's talk to Brett from One Thrive. This is last year's conversation, so some things might be relating to last July, but you get the idea of why One Thrive has come to be and why it could be so fantastic in your life. And at the end, I will talk about a challenge for the day and how you could win. So stay tuned for that. Welcome, Brett. Brett is joining us from One Thrive, which I have my fabulous command center that I haven't fully set up yet. And I'm excited for when school starts because then we'll be using it in full force with kids putting homework and all the to-dos and all that kind of stuff. But I will let Brett take it away and share with us about One Thrive and the command center and anything else you want to share with us.
Yeah, no, first of all, thank you for having us a part of the summit. It's so great what you're doing. I think when I first spoke with you, it's like, your mission and your goals and what you're trying to do is so impressive. So thank you for what you're doing. And I hope that everybody's getting, some great stuff out of this because, there needs to be more people doing what you're doing. We need to, bring everybody together and really help each other. And that's what you're trying to do. So thank you for what you're doing. And thank you for having us. I wanted to just give you guys, everybody a little bit about what One Thrive is and how we started. It's very cool to see yours behind you. We love seeing people using it. We launched One Thrive we started in 2019 as a concept. Me and my partners in the home decor business. And we said, we just kind of started a company, weren't sure what we were going to do, started doing research on Pinterest and Etsy and saw people were at their homes creating what they were calling family command centers. And we were like, oh, what is this? And it would be a whiteboard here, a cork board there. And the people, it was so functional. They were so intense about what they were doing. It was so impressive. But they were so ugly on their wall. It would be just, it'd be gross. It would be like, not gross. You have these people have these beautiful homes. And it would be like, you could see that they had, they wanted to keep everything organized and they were very intense and they had, they were trying to dot every I and cross every T, but like, okay, what we decided was we can do the same thing and give everybody the functionality, but still make it look nice in their home. And that was really the concept and the idea behind what we did. So we started working on it, work prototypes through 2019. And then January 2020, we launched our website. not knowing the pandemic was going to hit, 2 months later. But the pandemic was like, for us, it was incredible. Everybody was home. I mean, it wasn't incredible, but everybody was home business wise. Everybody was home, and they were, sales were just going like crazy. And so we started shipping this thing, and people loved it, and they started giving us new ideas. And the number magnets that you see behind you were ideas from customers who told us, this is something that they wanted. We created toolkits, and it's been such a wonderful journey for us, meeting all these different customers and them telling us about things that we should do better, things that are working for them. We're working with people in the ADHD community. We're working with people who are doing meal planning. I mean, we see these pictures and we see these UGC and the people share on Instagram, and you're just like, oh my God, look at what we create. I mean, and you see so much potential. And really, our biggest challenge, and why we thank you so much, is getting the word out there. Like, we have this product that we know people love. And we know, first of all, there's not a ton of people going to Google typing in Family Command Center. That's just not something, people don't know the term. But what people do know is when they see it, when we do like a video or a reel on Instagram, or we're on a summit like yours, and people see it and they understand how easy it is to use, and they go, oh, that's what I'm doing. Or they walk into their friend's house and they see, we get so many people like, yeah, where'd you find out about us? Oh, well, I walked to my friend's house, they had it, and I said, I have to get that. And really what we saw out there too, there's places like Crate and Barrel, let's say, for example, that do sell something like this, a Family Command Center. But what we found is it's very hard to maneuver. It's not like it's easy. So what we really wanted to do was make it so it was so easy to install, easy to work on, so every piece can be taken off. What we like to do is tell people, Sunday night, you take off the piece, and I can kind of show you some of the stuff here, how easy it comes off. But, we tell people, Sunday night, you just sit down with your kids. That's another thing that's been, just so much fun to see, is people's kids getting involved with it, learning how to be organized. Really, that's a skill that certainly is not being taught right now. And everybody's life is all over the place. And you're like, okay, they tell you, you got to take a couple seconds for yourself. You got to slow down. You got to put your goals in place, what you're going to do for the week. And like, this is a chance to do that. You take the board on a Sunday night, you take 5 minutes, whether it's, this is what the meals are going to be for the week. This is what our kids are doing this week. You take your kids over and you say, okay, hey, write down here, or you sit with them. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to have baseball practice. They see it. And then you hang this up in a place where the kids can see it. So they walk by it every day. Your husband can see it. He can see, he knows what's happening with the kids during the week. And it really, what we've heard from people is that it gives you a little sense of calm, just a little bit. It's still crazy and it's still hard to do this. And it's easy for me to say, oh, this is exactly what everybody should do. It's not easy, but it's a tool to help you with, balance things out a little bit. And what we also heard people telling us is that, they would see on UGC, they would see these people like drawing these beautiful drawings and like making it look for Halloween and for Christmas, and people were like intimidated. It's amazing. Like, you got real artists who are doing this. We think it's amazing. But so we created like a Halloween toolkit, and we created a Christmas toolkit. Like, it's just things to make it easier so it can be fun. We're working on a birthday toolkit so that, when your child's birthday comes around, they can see it. It's just one place in the house where everybody can know that their information is at. A lot of people use it, when your kids get back from school, they hang up their backpacks there. It is just, again, so much fun to see this thing in action. And as we get closer to back to school, that's really one of our biggest seasons. Everybody's thinking about, everybody's now relaxed. They had a wonderful summer, and they're just kind of like, school is coming around. And this is a great tool to use to help you throughout the school year, and help everybody keep on the same page.
We have the kid toolkit, and the kids were so excited when we were unboxing this. I said, you guys, and we had just gotten back from Hawaii, and I'm really excited for this. And the kids started opening each one, and they loved all the colors because we've got a bunch of different colors. So everybody gets a color, all kinds of things. And it absolutely was fun. And this is just me right now because this week is a little crazy, but we do have down here, we're going to have my plan was here. I was going to have our meal plan, like you said. And then once crazy stuff starts happening, this is my kids' legend of what our calendar was going to look like. But I have a lot of plans for this, and I'm not super artsy, but I'm very, very excited. I have also
It
seen some
looks
of
it
these.
looks clean and it looks nice. Another thing that we created were these like notepads that are on magnets. I don't know if you could see it, but it's like a meal planning notepad.
Oh, yeah.
So here you can just write on this, and then it just sticks right on. You can see it sticks on, right there, and to-do list. So it's really easy to maneuver. And again, that's something that one of our customers told us about. And so, hey, let's try this. People didn't want to draw on the board. Okay, here, draw on the paper. And it's been just I mean, when you build something, you have no idea what's going to happen. And when you see people use it and they tell you how it's changing their life, you're like, okay, we think it's amazing, but to hear it is really special. And then, it's been fun to meet people like yourself who are like have summits and want to, talk to other people that, we've been on a bunch of different summits, and then we've met so many people through that. It's fun. That's why we do this. Obviously, we do like to make money, but we like to, help people and enjoy the process as we go along.
Yeah. And I appreciate everybody. There's several people jumping on and they're saying hi and saying, this is so true. It's so functional. It's so pretty. It's on their wish list. And so, yes, absolutely. And I don't know if you can see down here. It's all like crooked right now because I was trying to take things away. But did you already talk about how you can like interchange things? Because
no, I pulled one off, but you can show, and you can see there the file folder is another thing that's really important for kids' homework. It's a folder for each kid. Some people buy. We have horizontal systems and we have vertical systems. A lot of people during the school year, let's say you have 3 kids, they buy 3 vertical systems, one for each kid. They write the kid's name at the top and they put all their stuff in there. The kids know where to go to see what, their thing is. And obviously they're not inexpensive. So you can make it work with one, but, people use it in so many different ways. We have people who are influencers and they write down on there what posts they're going to do. And another interesting thing is in this digital world where everything is on your computer and your phone, and you have a calendar, we purposefully made this analog because what we found is that if you use more than one sense to do something, so if you see it and you write, you're 34% more likely to remember it. And if you have your child is a part of it and they're that much more likely to be engaged in the process. One of the things in the kids toolkit that we have is like those little check marks and like, things to do. It's a super fun and valuable way to do a chore chart where the kids aren't, upset about it. It's kind of like that's a hard thing to do to hold kids accountable and teach them responsibility. And so like, okay, maybe there's a more fun way to do it. And that's kind of the way we try to think about it.
Yeah. And like you said, you can take this down, you can do all sorts of things. I also found a fun thing. I found as I was decluttering like kids' socks, old socks that weren't like super used, but it works for so we're going to start selling those socks. No, it is very easy to clean off, with water. We have on our website some links that can show you the best ways to clean it off. And really most people, it's monthly at the end of every month, they clean it off. They do the month across the top. You have July. We also do sell custom decals where people put their family name across the top. And, we sell some like summertime magnets. We're trying to continue to develop things that can make it fun and lift up the spirit in your house, because who thinks that organization is fun? Nobody wants to sit down and do this, but it really does make a difference in people's lives. Yeah, I think it just like when you see it prettier, like there's some sense of calm, right? But I did like, because there's all sorts of customizations you can do, right? When I went onto the website, I went, oh, this is really cool. You can do like the white top, black top, like you can move things everywhere. If you don't want the file thing, you don't need to get it. You can get all sorts of other things. You can even keep attaching if you want to, then it kind of crazy, but it can go as big.
No, you can put it on all 3 rows. It's true. You can really do a lot with it. And we have, if you're not sure which system you want or exactly the parts, because it can be a little overwhelming. We have a customer service, hello@onethrive.com. You can ask any questions you want and they'll get with you and they'll say, here's what our most popular, system is. This is what our most popular setup is. And, the reason why we have the pre-designed systems is really to make it easier on people. We've pre-designed the ones that are just our most popular, but then if you want to design your own because you know more of what you want, then we allow you to do that also.
Yeah. And there's all the accessories, right? So if you want more pens like we did, the kid kits, like you mentioned, all the extra kits. Yes.
And we have also some little flower pots that can go inside the cups to add some greenery around it. We have a mirror that goes to, with a little shelf where you can put the plant on. There's lots of other fun things, but we'd love to hear from the audience, like anything. Hey, we should try this. This is what we should do. We'd love to hear people's feedback, positive or negative, because that's really how we make this thing better.
Yeah. And as part of the summit, because people are here and trying to do better, right, by themselves and by their families, you're partnering with me to give away one a day. And so that is really, really exciting. Thank you. I love mine. So I think whoever gets theirs will really be excited too. I know we've already talked about, like, people have said really great things. Is there anything else specifically that you would want to call out?
No, just the different ways. Everybody uses it differently. Don't be intimidated. It's some people use it strictly for meal planning. Some people use it for financial planning. Some people use it for their fitness goals. Some people use it to teach their kids, the organizational skills. And like I said, kids with ADHD, it's just, there's just different ways. It's hard for me to say this is the right way to use it or this is the right system for you. This is just a blank canvas to give you a tool that can help make your life a little easier. And that's really what we try to do. And one thing that we did have added, it comes with a set of screws to be able to hang it in. We do have on the vertical system, we have brackets so you can hang it over a door. And then we also have been working with 3M. And there's this new product that they have called the Claw. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's like command strips, but it holds a little bit more weight and it makes like a pin dot in your wall. And this works with a 25-pound claw. Every system that we have works perfectly. We've been testing it, and we're actually going to hopefully be adding those to the system, but we're, 3M approved to be able to use this claw. And the thing is, it's incredible. So I didn't even know it existed, and they called us to say, hey, can you test this for us? And we're like, wow, this is amazing, this thing.
That's awesome. I would love that. I know I was just talking to my brother who lives in Hawaii, but he was, very worried about putting things into walls and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I know he's
tell him about the claw. It's like a little needle, and it's like, it's very cool. They want to get us involved because a lot of people don't know about it. So we're trying to help them get the word. We're like, 3M's calling us. Okay, well, we'll help any way we can.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is amazing.
If anybody has any questions too, when this is over or is taped, feel free to send hello at One Thrive. We'll answer any questions. We're excited for the winners to be able to get their system. We, like I said, if you have any questions, we are excited for people to get this and to let us know what they think. We're very proud of what we've accomplished, and we're proud of all of our customers who use it and love it. So it's all good.
Actually, shipping wise, we're only in the US, right? Are you only in the US right now?
Only in the US right now. We do ship, that's the US, Hawaii and Alaska. We do ship there, but only in the continental US right now, or only in the US.
Yeah. So apologies. I know we have some global people. Apologies. This one is not for you. But
we're trying. We're working on it. If anybody has any solutions, let us know. Well, we want to. It's just been, it's been difficult for us to, it's a bigger box, difficult to get out.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else we should cover before we?
I don't think so. Let me see. I'm trying to look at the system. No, we covered pretty much all of it. I am, again, thankful to have the opportunity to be able to share with your audience. Thankful for you for finding me and for having the summit that you're having. And if anybody out there in the audience or any of your friends know anybody who would like to learn about our system, word of mouth is really the best way that people find out about this. Google and Facebook are great, but when your friend tells you, like, hey, I love this, that makes a huge difference for us. So we love word of mouth.
Are you super excited to have something like this that helps you organize and it looks beautiful? that is something that I love about this, that it looks nice. It makes me feel good about it. So here's my challenge for you today, and I want you to post about it in the giveaway post because I want you to start taking action, and people that are engaged, people that are taking action are going to be the ones that win these giveaways because we want to reward the people that are taking action. So here's your challenge of the day related to today's chat. Find where you would put something like this. Where would you put your command center and how would you use it? Would you use it to plan the month like I do? Would you use it for your meal planning? Would you use it for your personal business? Would you use it just for the kids? Just think about how something like this would be useful and let us know. So 1, how would you use it? And 2, where would you put it? Because it needs to be something that is easily accessible for everyone. That is the key. Whoever's using it needs to be able to see it. And go post about it on the Facebook group. And we are excited to do these giveaways because we want it in your hands and we want to hear how you like it. So thanks for being here and come back for more Amazing Summit speakers.